guys, this is the predator-prey relationship group, and first we're going to define some terms so that you guys know what we're talking about. A prey is an organism that is sought, caught, killed by another organism for the purpose of food. A predator is an organism that hunts, captures, and kills another organism for food in the act of predation. Predation is when one organism, which would be the predator, kills and eats another organism, which would be the prey. Predator-prey relationships refer to the interactions between two species and when one species eats the other species or consumes it for food. In our video, we'll be talking a little bit about how predators and prey have evolved. In that context, we're going to look at how prey have evolved to be not hunted as much or to hide and stuff like that, and how predators have evolved to hunt and to kill more. The act of predation refers to when one organism is killed for the exact purpose of food. Predation is only when one organism is killed. So the types of predation that there are carnivores, herbivores, parasitism, and mutualism. Carnivores are an animal or an organism that only feeds on meat and animal tissue. A herbivore is an organism that only feeds on plants. Parasitism is when a parasite is feeding off of whatever they are living inside of. Being if a parasite is inside of a cow, they will be feeding off the cow. And mutualism is when both of the organisms benefit from the predator-prey relationship that they both have. Those are a few definitions to start off our video. We hope you enjoy. The predators of sheep consist of coyotes, wolves, bears, foxes, dogs, bobcats, and cougars. They're herbivores, which means they feed off of plants. In the case of chickens, their predators are coyotes, eagles, hawks, dogs, bobcats, and of course humans. They are omnivores, which means they feed off of fruits, vegetables, grains, and sometimes even table scraps.
Predators evolve whatever is necessary to catch prey, and prey evolve whatever is necessary to escape predators. They evolve and adjust certain things such as a good sense of smell, sight, hearing, or immunity to the prey's poison. The prey, on the other hand, evolves to what's necessary to avoid being caught by predators, such as speed, camouflage, or a good sense of smell.
In this case, the prey uses their escape response to get away from us when we accidentally scare them. The response of fleeing is one of their escape mechanisms.
Predators and prey exist among even the simplest life forms on Earth, single-celled organisms called bacteria.
Predator and prey relationship is not always the same among different species. They change over the time, and one of the factors that affect these changes is their size. We probably would notice the bigger animal often tend to be diurnal, and the smaller one are often tend to be nocturnal. That didn't happen just for no reason. Their activity pattern changed by their size through the evolution process.
Organisms develop different strategies to avoid predators, and predators also evolve to keep themselves from hunger. For the small-sized mammals, their body size made them more energy-demanded and energy-constrained. They have to be wise on how to use their energy. If they spend the majority of their energy they stored to avoid predators, they will burn out really fast. Their body size put on a lot of ecological load on them. This leads them to be nocturnal, which means they can avoid many predators by being active at night. It gives them both protection and a way to save energy. A similar way to escape is to be crepuscular, being active during the time diurnal predators are no longer active and the nocturnal predators are still not awake. At the extreme of the other end, studies showed that larger species are barely influenced by a predator and prey relationship. The question arises, will predator also adapt their behavior to their needs? The answer is certain. A small predator like weasels does not only face the challenge of conserving energy, but also vulnerable from larger predators. By changing their behavior pattern, they benefit from having less competition of food as well as a safer environment to prey on other species.
One example of how this works would be rabbits. They can reproduce at a really fast rate if there isn't any interference predators and sufficient resources. The exponentially increasing number of rabbits will prey on plants around them, and eventually certain plants will go extinct. It also endangers other mammalian species that feed on the same plants. The lack of predators in an ecological environment would hugely affect the process of evolution. It eliminates varieties in the environment. On the other hand, if we have a regular predator and prey relationship in this context, this won't happen because as the number of rabbits goes up, the population of its predator will also go up at the rate that they can control the rabbit population at a certain rate, which is beneficial to the diversity in the ecological environment.
The kinds of anti-predator strategies primates use is largely influenced on their body size compared to those of their predators. Small primates can hide, while larger primates can fight predators. Behaviors of anti-predator strategies include active defense, concealment, vigilance, fight, alarm calls, freeze fall, and many more. Some patterns of predation on primates include large primates being less vulnerable to predation than smaller primates. Larger groups of primates are more effective in detecting and driving away predators. Arboreal primates are more vulnerable to predation when they are in open forest where there is limited vegetation, which makes them easily accessible. And sleeping in trees reduces the risk of predation from strictly terrestrial predators. Human activity can influence the distribution of wildlife species. Humans can displace predators, providing a positive indirect effect on large species that are less sensitive to humans. Predator displacement by humans could then indirectly benefit prey species by reducing predation risk. Some prey species even appear to choose spaces close to humans in which areas where predator densities are high in order to avoid encounters with human-avoiding predators. Direct and indirect effects of humans can also have important implications to wildlife species. They can create, enhance, or even reduce direct interactions between species. For example, predator displacement by humans can provide refuge for endangered prey species.